Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we're going to go over how to renew your license step by step. We're currently in a test account, and we are going to scroll down first before we do anything else and check our continuing education. So right now, we're under our current, and you'll just look over here to see how many hours have already been entered versus the minimum requirement. So on this account, we've entered in 33.25 hours, and our minimum for clinical administrative category is 26. If we click on this arrow, we can drop everything down and actually see the courses that we entered. We have the option to upload a certificate. I'm going to do that real fast so you can see me do it. I'm just going to put something in there as a placeholder for the time being, but you get the point. So then that updates and you have your certificate already entered. So if you were to be chosen for the CE audit at the end of your renewal, you would already be prepared. So real quickly though, I do want to show you how to enter a course just to be on the safe side. And we will go into a course here. Let's do a jurisprudence. We'll add it in. We'll just end up with extra jurisprudence hours for this example. So we're going to pull up, here we go. We'll use this, the Extra Mile Conference Day 2 from 2025, and we will put in the approval month. Again, we're just going to toss in a placeholder page there and click save. All right, and so that updated it again. We now have extra jurisprudence hours, but you can see how that I did that. And of course, if you need to delete something, if it gets entered by accident, you just click this X here. So we can do that and update that. And there you go. So pretty easy to maneuver. You can see how to take a look at everything here. And then at the bottom, it shows you how, if you've met your goal 100%, it tells you how many hours you need for the renewal, which is minimum, and it tells you your current hours. But pay special attention to these two, because if you're ever in doubt as to whether your hours are actually relevant for this renewal, such as something that may be future hours or even past, it's going to archive on you if you enter something that's actually not eligible for this renewal period. So just make sure you're looking at all the details. And let's go up here to actually the renewal application. It's still under the forms area. So we're going to click on the renewal application. To prepare us for this example, I went ahead and did the MDS survey here, the minimum data set. So you got the button there for taking the survey, but I've already completed it. So we're just going to click save and continue. In this section here, it's going to ask me to double check my contact information. If I see that I've got some issues with my contact information, I can go back to my dashboard right here and I can edit that stuff. So you can edit your home information there. You can edit your employment information here. And when you're editing this and updating it, make sure for your primary employment, even if you don't have a secondary employment, just make sure you click this button so that it's going to update appropriately, okay? But we're going to go back into the renewal application. Everything looks good. So save and continue. Everything looks good here. It's showing all my coursework. Everything is good. I'm going to renew as active. If you choose to renew as inactive, you would just click this. And then, of course, you have to make sure you check all the attestations that you understand exactly what you're doing. But we're going to renew as active this time. Check these attestations. I have reviewed the above listed information and confirmed that all the information listed is correct and is accurate and free of error. And I understand that I will not have the opportunity to edit this information after continuing from the screen. So yes, I am affirming that. Save and continue. The license renewal questions are the same as they always have been if this is not your first time renewing, but you're just watching this to be a refresher. So I'm going to answer all those. We're going to say my answers are no. I don't have anything to report here. Click, click, click. Save and continue. And then we put in our payment information. I'm not going to do that on the screen in this example, but this is where you would do it. Credit card, debit card. We take Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express. Put in your billing information, check your attestations, confirm, and submit. So that is all it takes to renew your license. So if you needed a refresher on how to go about that, or if this is your first time seeing these new website changes that we have made recently, now you know how to go about it. And of course, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to the board office.